you're thinking of calling College Park, Maryland your home, well, you might want to check out this video first because we're going to talk about 5 reasons you might not want to move to College Park, and we're about to get into that right now. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brittany Stinney, a realtor proudly serving the DMV area. And before we talk about College Park, let me say, look, you want to make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications, because today we're talking about College Park, Maryland, but who knows where we are going to be next. And whether you are looking to move in the next 9 days or the next 90 days, I would love to be of service with your home search, even if that's just a matter of kind of strategizing to figure out what you need to do to get ready to buy your new home here in College Park, Maryland. And of course, if you're looking to sell, your girl can help you out with that as well. If you're like, okay, that's cool, but how do I reach out to you? Have no fear. My contact information is right here. Call, email, text, virtual call, whatever option works best for you, we can make that happen. Let's talk about College Park and why you might not want to call it home. I feel the need to defend myself very quickly. Before you come for me in the comment section, please know I actually love College Park. And I'm not just saying this just for kicks. I genuinely love the College Park, Maryland. It's one of my favorite little areas. Not like one of my top. It's up in the top. It's not the top, but it's up there. It's actually a really cool part of Maryland, I feel like. But as with any area, no matter where you are in the world, right? They're just some things that you got to think about. There's the pros and there are the cons. And so today we're going to talk about the 5 reasons that might give you a reason to pause in terms of moving to College Park. All right, let's get into it now. And again, be nice to me, y'all. I feel like there's some people that go really hard for College Park, which is why I'm a little nervous to say any of the reasons why you don't want to move to College Park. But again, I am your friend. I'm on your side here. So let's talk about it, right? And this is just kind of giving you the real deal in terms of some things. And if there's anything that I miss, if there's some other reasons that maybe College Park might not be a good fit, let me drop it in the comments, right? This is all love here, so let's talk some things through. So the first reason College Park, Maryland might not be for you is game day traffic. If you don't already know, College Park is home of the University of Maryland, which are the Terps. I will not act like I know anything about sports because I don't. I am a Green Bay Packer fan by marriage. Other than that, I got nothing for you. If you want to talk basketball, Phoenix Suns all day. Anyway, back to College Park, home of the University of Maryland Terps. And with that, you have a lot of excitement, a lot of energy, and you have traffic. So when there's a big football game or a basketball game, getting around certain parts of the city might be a little bit of a headache. And if you like peace and quiet on the weekends, or if you hate sitting in traffic, this could be a turnoff for you. And that kind of leads to the second one and the second con. And that is that parking can be tough. This is not everywhere in College Park, but in some neighborhoods, like especially near campus, of course, the closer you go to campus, the more challenging it will become. But street parking is limited. And this is especially like during events, and that could feel like musical chairs, like you're trying to find this perfect parking space that you just can't find. And I will say, I don't think it's as intense as some parts of DC, but it can get up there with the high on the frustrational level. All right. And that kind of ties into the next one, number 3, and that's that seasonal student energy. I did not attend the University of Maryland. I actually attended Hampton University in Virginia, but this actually makes me think of Hampton because back in my day, when I was in school, the Harbor Apartments, which was an apartment complex near campus, but technically outside of campus. At that time, the complex was, again, not owned by the university. And so there was a mix of college students and everyday people who were just working and they decided to rent there. And even as a college student, I never fully understood why you'd want to live in the Harbor complex if you didn't go to Hampton, because college is just the best 4 years of life, right? There's just so much excitement, there's so much energy, and there's also a lot of stupidity. Because college students are going to be college students. They're going to be loud. They're going to do things. They're going to enjoy life as they should, because we all know once you're out of college, those bills will start immediately and life changes. Bring it back to College Park and say, even though this is not like the Harvard complex that I was speaking of in Hampton, Virginia, which, by the way, the university got on board with what I was thinking and they bought it, and now it's just student living, which makes way more sense. But with College Park, you have that energy of college students, right? That energy is beautiful, it's young, it's intense, it's audacious, like all the things that the older you misses and you wish you still had that 18-year-old energy, right? And just the nature of the college atmosphere is that you also have a higher rental population, which likely means more turnover because you have old students leaving, newer students coming in. And like I was mentioning with the energy level, you're just gonna have noise levels. And just a constant flow of new faces. Now, if you love that, if you vibe off of that, if that gives you life, then that's great. But if you want to be like neighborhood where, you know, the neighbors have been there for like decades and you know them very well, then College Park might not be for you. Now, our last reason why you might not want to move to College Park is that there are a lot of older homes in this area. You are going to find beautiful historic homes in a good majority of College Park, and some of them haven't been modernized in a while. So if you're not up for those renovations and the cost of putting in a little extra work and TLC on the property, then you might want to be a little bit pickier with your search in this area. Again, don't come for me yet with any of these, because as with any area, with the cons, there's also some trade-offs. And what you get for living in College Park is your close proximity to DC. You have easy metro access, a good amount of restaurants, a green space, and a lot of excitement, again, because that college town, but you get that excitement, but you don't have to like live in like the big city. Now, let me speak about the restaurants a little bit more. I personally like the eating areas in College Park. I feel like there's a good amount of turnover even with that, because sometimes restaurants are like, oh, I love it, it's here, and then a few years later it's not. I haven't personally lived in College Park. I've actually lived in Greenbelt before, which is right next to College Park, and I'm not vegan, but I am more plant-based, and I found that Greenbelt didn't have a lot to offer, at least a few years ago. It didn't have a lot to offer in that area. However, College Park had more options like New Vegan, which I believe is still in College Park. New Vegan, Kava's not vegan, but they have some nice plant-based options. And then I think those were the main two. But then, there's also Mom's Organic Market, the grocery store, which I love. But in that store located in College Park, they have what's called the Naked Lunch, which is a food counter, and it's all plant-based options. I feel like there's a lot of options if you're looking for vegan food or plant-based options. And if you're like, girl, no, give me the chicken and the beef and all the meat and all the things, they have a ton of those restaurants there because it's a college town. And honestly, now that I think about it, college town is likely going to mean better prices on the food, right? If you just want a quick little bite. The challenge to that is if you want more sit-down kind of upscale restaurants, you're not going to find as many in College Park as you would in other areas. And then with the homes, you know, I was talking a lot about the noise level and the excitement of being near a college. And it really just depends on where exactly you are located in College Park. Because there are, in my opinion, a good amount of quiet neighborhoods in College Park. And not only are they quiet, but they have larger lots. And those homes are going to give you like kind of that tucked away feel while still being kind of close to everything. Speaking of which, if you are specifically looking in College Park, turn on your notifications, because on this channel, we'll be featuring a new property that's not quite on the market, but you're gonna see it here first because it's coming to the market very soon. And it is tucked away on a beautiful corner lot in a nice quiet neighborhood located in College Park. And it's walking distance, in my opinion, from Mom's Organic Market, which if you know me for longer than 5 seconds, you know I'm like a Mom's Organic Market grocery store groupie. I don't know if grocery stores have groupies, but I'm theirs. I just love that store so much. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, but there you have it. The 5 reasons you might want to think about moving to College Park. And again, there's just trade-offs because it's a beautiful town with that college energy and just some things that might be a great fit or might not be a great fit. If you feel like you know, you're familiar with College Park, so if you know about College Park, or if you've lived in College Park, if I'm totally wrong about all these, drop it in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this beautiful part of Maryland, or if there's some things that I missed, like what are the things that you don't like about living in College Park? Like, you know, let's have an honest conversation and help others who are possibly looking to that area. So go ahead and drop that in the comments. And then of course, if you're like, oh man, I really want to know more, or I wish she had talked about this, or I have questions about College Park, Maryland, you can also drop that in the comments. And if you don't want to do that, you don't want that public forum to air your question, feel free to call, text, email, or we can even hop on a virtual call to specifically talk about what it is you're looking for in your new home to see if College Park is a good fit. So basically, I'm here to help in any way that I can. And whether you're looking to make College Park your home or some other part of the DMV your new home, or if you're ready to move on to the next, holla at your girl. So other than that, I will see you on the next one.